can't forget the day we met. Your eyes so blue, me piercing through. I can't forget the day we met.
Good evening and welcome back to my channel. I have finished one of my journals and I want to give you a little flip through, can't talk today, so that you can see what we have made. This is a photo album, an old book from 1896, and I have saved the original cover and just given the spine some extra textile and strength, and put a little lace on top of this just to decorate. The closure is intact and you can use it, so that's a little special. It's often are broken when they are so old, but this is usable and intact, and that's fun. So let's open it up. This is just a piece of lace that I have wrapped around, so you can take this off, and I have also put in a letter that I have made and decorated, and we have this little tag that is have writing space, and I have embroidered on it, and then made a little tuck down here, and inside we have a printable of an old letter that also can be used as writing space. And I have just put a little rusty paper clip and some tape on it to make it look a bit older. It's a beautiful print with flowers on the front, and let's open it up and see what we have. So this is just, you pull this up and get this little hole where you put this one, so you can close it. I have saved the photo frames on the inside, front and back, so I have put in original old photos in these ones. I'll just take one out so that you can see that they are originals. Looking like this. It's a little broken here, but I have glued it, so I didn't want to put anything on top of it as it's original. So I have just mended it with some glue. Need to put some more, I think, to keep it together. So, and the same back here, we have a couple of old photos. And this is from my farm, so this is from Malung, my hometown. So these are also two originals cabinet cards. So it's one big signature in it, and I didn't want to put too much in it because I want it to be able to close, as we now have this beautiful closure, but it's decorated and have a lot of beautiful things anyway. So the first page is a piece of wallpaper, and we have a pocket. Just find something to use. So this is a pocket, so you can and this is glued down, so this is just a decoration, but this one is a big pocket. We also have a pocket between these two, and then we have a flip out, and then we have another pocket down here. These are my own watercolor painting that I have made in a tutorial. If you would like to try it, it's very easy, and you don't have to be afraid that you can't draw. I have just smashed on color and used a waterproof pen and made some flower, kind of imagine flowers. So just play and have fun. A lot of original old book papers from 1800 in different shapes, and some printables and some stamps. And this is an original book paper that I have embossed. And this flower is rare here in Sweden, but it's beautiful, and you can't pick them. They are decided to be such flowers you can't pick. They want to save them so they won't die out, and you can't see them anymore, so they live in peace. This page has a letter print, and this is from Ruby and Pearl XO. And then I have made this little decoration with a prayer card and a sewn textile wraparound, and you can use this as writing space. I have tutorial on these too. If you are interested, just go and find them in my playlist. So these are just simple decorations that you can use as extra writing space. More of my watercolor paintings, and we also have, I have to think, this one is just decoration, so you can write on these. And on this page we have this tuck spot. And these labels I also have tutorial on how to make. So this is made from old books, a dictionary that I have decorated and put on brown paper, and put in a butterfly from a napkin and a stamp. So this is no printable, you can make these, and I have a tutorial, of course, one of my latest. And all these papers are original eco-dyed papers, so no prints, just the original, so you really can almost feel the plants on it. I have a lot of these. I love them, and I thought they would go perfectly with the green cover. So we have some tuck spots on. This one is glued down, but this is a tuck spot. So you can put something, maybe a memory when you have written something down and want to save maybe a photo or something from that memory. And this one is just a decoration, also from an old book. More writing space. This one is from a nature book. So we have beautiful drawings that I have not done them. It's a Swedish artist that has made the book with different nature scenes that he has drawn and watercolored. So these old looking stamps is a set from Sam Poole, and she has a lot of different beautiful sets with old numbers. So more eco-dyed paper and another tuck spot and a label that I have made also from a old book. Watercolor painting and more labels that I have made by myself. So this is also a couple of tuck spots, so you can put small things in them. And this is watercolored on top of a 1800 book page, also original. I have put some gesso on it first, so it would be a bit more sturdy for the watercolor, so it wouldn't break as it's so old. This is just a decorated page, so old photos, watercolor painting, more old papers, originals, and a printable from also Ruby and Pearl Exo, I think. Beautiful eco-dyed paper and a tuck spot. This is linen that I have put behind this layered label. And I have sewn on a couple of mother of pearl buttons. We have a pocket here and we have a side pocket here. And more watercolor painting by me and printable and writing with a white pen that I have made. This is a stamp from Sampool. More eco-dyed and colored pages. And another tuck spot from one of the labels that I made the other night. Middle of the signature and more tuck spot. This is also from an old book from 1904. The next page is more watercolor paintings, old book papers, and we have a flip. And this is sewn on with linen textile, so it will be sturdy to flip a lot of times. So decoration and another pocket. Tuck spot from another of the old ladies from a book where they showed different clothing for different years. This is a print from one of my old Bibles, and I have made some own prints with real leaves that I have scanned on my printer and put a little label there, so this is also a place for putting something. Another flip, and it's textile on the back of this, and this is a card with this is my grandfather's grandfather's brother, and this was when he was off to war in 1923. This is 33, I think it's 33. That is a bit more right with the wars. More eco-dyed paper and the other side of this nature book. Writing space and Tracy Fox label. We have another tuck spot with a piece from Tim Holtz. These are leaves that you can cut out. So it's dies that you can do these embossed leaves. More eco-dyed paper and another tuck spot with a label made from an old Swedish book. A page with my watercolored flower. I did print this with a stamp first, and then I have watercolored it and put on some gold. Tutorial on this too. And then I have sewed, embroidered and sewed on my machine and decorated on top of original old book papers. So this one is also then of course a pocket. The next page is a printable Ruby and Pearl EXO and a tuck spot with a textile rose embroidered by machine embroidered. This one is an embossed page that I have watercolored, and that's a real nice thing to do if you think you are no good in writing and drawing. Then you can just emboss and color the embossed pieces in the colors you choose. So this is also a tuck spot, or if you will call it pocket. And behind this it's another of my own scanned and printed papers. So I have just put laces and old letters on my printer and scanned them and printed them out. That way you get your own unique papers. And the last page is another piece of that beautiful wallpaper and a picture of an old castle that I have backed with brown paper. So it's another tuck spot. And then the other two old photos. So this was my journal. I have a bit trouble with my fingers today, so I think I need to get some help to close this today. Sorry, it's just my fingers that doesn't work, so it's not so hard to close it. It's just my fingers that haven't got any strength today, so I need to use some tool to get it closed. So this is the journal, and this will be for sale. So if you're interested, you can contact me on my email, and I will give you a couple of days before I put it in my Etsy. So if someone is interested and want to contact me and purchase this, you can do that on my email first. Give you a chance to do that before I put it for everyone else to buy it. I want you that are my subscribers to get the first choice to buy it, and I have also a list of interested girls that I will contact. So the girls would go first in on my list, and then if someone send me an email, it will they will have a chance to buy it, and if by any chance it's still available, it will go to my Etsy shop. So I hope you got some inspiration and liked this. Please give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. I love your comments to read and answer, to feel that we really have some connection. So that's appreciated from me. If you're not already a subscriber, I would also appreciate that. We have just reached a bit more than 3,000 subscribers, which is totally amazing. I can't really believe that that I in little Sweden can have 3,000 subscribers on my channel, but I can, and oh, that's amazing. Thank you, all of you. I'm so appreciated this subscriptions from you, and all nice words and emails, and your questions. I love to answer your questions about how I make things. So if there is something you want me to show in a recording or answer any questions, please write something in the description box down below this recording, or send me an email, and I will do my best to answer your questions, and try to find your email, even if they will go into my trash box in the mail account, but I try to check that, so I won't miss your mail. Thank you so much again, and I will soon be back. I have already started on a new journal, and this time it will be a big one. So that was all for today. So thank you all, and until next time, bye bye from Sweden.